So what we will learn from the gradient boostance? So in gradient boosted, gradient boosted, we have learned that at the end of the mth iterations, we have find that our final output models will be fm of x. Our final output models. And simple, fm of x means what? Fm of x means h naught of x plus summations over m is equals to 1 to capital M and Rm Hm of x. This is the simple our final output models that we have built at the end of the gradient boosted. So I'm just from the previous lecture I'm just simplifying these things and written this thing using simplification writing. So here capital M means what? Here capital M means the number of base models. Number of base models. Number of base models. This capital N means. And in Wikipedia page, this number of base models are taken as capital M. So I'm just written the same things here. So the number of base models is the one of the hyperparameter in ensembles models, as well as in if you just take the random forest or any ensembles models. So here a number of base models is one of the hyperparameter. It is one of the hyperparameter. One of the hyperparameter. Okay, if we increase the value of the, if we increase this value, if we increase the value of the capital M, means if we increase the value of the base learners, number of base learners, then means what? This implies that we are giving more chances to our models to build a overfit models. So our overfit of our models will increase. Overfit of our model will increase. This means what? If it is increased overfit, this means we have increasing the variances to our models. We have increased the variances in models. And then oppositely, if we decrease the value of the m, then simply our bias terms and bias terms also increased. So this means our variances increase as well as our bias decreased. Okay, this simple job we have already doing in the gradient boosted techniques. Okay, now the concept is that shrinkage. What is actually shrinkage by the regularization? So that's image I am taking from the Wikipedia, from the same page, gradient boosted Wikipedia. That's image I am taking from there. So just visit the Wikipedia page and search the gradient boosting, then you can easily find this and this page. Okay. So the shrinkage means what? Here in the shrinkage, that things already we have seen in the that thing already we have seen up when we are building the gradient boosted decision tree. So that f of m, that's we have to build at the end of the mth stage, and at the end of the m minus 1 stage, at the end of m minus 1 stage, we have built this, we have made f of m minus 1 x. Okay, and the gamma m, this gamma m means what? This gamma m means, this gamma means simply this gamma m is the pseudo residual parameter, pseudo residual value, and the h of x in hm of x is the base learners that we have built in at mth stage. Base learner that we have built at M stage by using this data set, by using the data sets is xi and what, and the rim means pseudo residual value, means gamma im here actually we have taken. Okay, these things already we have seen. Okay, now here we are introducing one term. Here we have introduced one term, that is capital gamma. Capital gamma, this is the small gamma, this is the capital gamma, and this capital gamma is called the learning rate. This capital gamma is called the learning rate, and the capital in typically we have the capital gamma value which lie on 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Okay, so suppose the value in typically the engineers are typically the value of the capital gamma is 0.1, and this capital gamma is another hyperparameter in the gradient boosted decision tree. In another hyperparameter, this gamma. So so let's just visualize this thing internally, how actually, what is actually geometrically intuitions of this gamma to add this. So just see this thing. So if you just increase the, suppose let's take, if you suppose let's take, we are decreasing the value of this gamma here. Suppose let's take, we are here gamma, taking here a different color here. Suppose let's take, we have decreased the value of the gamma, this gamma. This means capital gamma, not small gamma, small b, this capital gamma, this is the capital gamma. Okay, we have decreased this value, we have decreased this capital gamma value. So if we decrease the value, then means what, we have given the less priority this term. Okay, if we give him the less priority these terms, means what, we have our models are not so much overfit, means we have not considered our base learner models in our calculations. So because of that, if we decrease the value of the gamma, means we have given the less importance to our base models. In because of that reasons, our model will be less overfit. Our models will be less overfit. This means what? This implies means our variances is reduces. Oppositely, if we increase the value of this capital gamma, if we increase the value of this capital gamma, this means we have given the more priority to our base models. Okay, and also our pseudo residual value, we've given the more priority, much priority. So because if we give the much priority, our models overfit, our models is increased, and as well its variance value is also increased. Variance value is also increased. Okay, and this is another hyperparameter. Because of this, also we have seen also here m is one hyperparameter. If we increase the value of the m, then our model will be overfit. If we decrease it, then it is underfitted. But similarly here the value of gamma is also important. So in the gradient boosted, we have seen we have two hyperparameter. In the gradient boosted, we have seen we have two hyperparameter. One is em, another one is capital gamma. So this is the number of base learners and this is the sample number, this is the sample value that give the priority or not priority, give the priority to our base models, means this is the how much priority we have given to our base models. How much means importance. How much importance we will give to our base learners, base models. That's the job we have doing the gamma, and that the number of base learner. This is the two hyperparameters. Okay, and now between these two between two value, using simple cross validation technique, we have to choose the best M or B, and how we will choose at the stage of cross validations, at the stage when we calculated the cross validations value, we call cross validations to our models. Then how to choose? They are simple, the general rule, grid search or random search. They are have grid search to choose the best, as well they are have random search to choose the best value among M and gamma. Okay, this is the simple, and this gamma value is actually called the shrinkage parameter. Also, this gamma is called the shrinkage parameter. This gamma value is called the simple shrinkage parameter. Okay, I think you have understand. This parameter is called the base learners, and this is the shrinkage parameter. These two hyperparameter in generally we have used to build a gradient boosted, to apply the gradient boosting. So also we have seen when we build the gradient boosted decision tree, then how these things actually work, we will see that thing. So if you just consider this thing, if you just recap this thing, gradient boosted or simple gradient boosted decision tree, if you just consider these two models, then the chances of our model will the overfit will increased. The chances of the overfit of our models is increased if we increase the value of M. If we increase the value of M, then its overfits is increased, as well as if we increased the value of gamma, capital gamma, then both the cases, our GBDT model or gradient boosted model, any models, so the chances of the overfit is increased. In another case, it will underfit is increased when we have reduced the M value, as well as when we reduced the gamma value. So I think you have understand the importance of these two parameters, how actually these things internally works to build the gradient boosting decision tree or gradient boosting any models. Also, when we learn the neural network, deep learning models, that's things how much applicable we will see these things. Actually, this is the primary concept actually coming from, and using this concept, we have built a huge amount of complex models for decision making. Okay, I think the main motto of the main concept of these lectures is clear. Actually, the main here actually we have used for gradient boosted algorithms. Gradient boosting algorithms, here actually we have used two hyperparameter. This is the main concept of these lectures. So the first parameter is M, that is the sample number of base learners, and second one the shrinkage parameter, that is capital gamma. And this capital gamma give the use this capital gamma, how much importance actually we will give to our base models. Actually, to at the end of the day, at the end of the age iterations, we have to build a model, APM, and these models are actually built with the help of pseudo residual, as well as with the help of our base learners models. Also, this gamma value, actually we have decided using this gamma value how much importance we are giving to our pseudo residual as well as our base learners. This is the two simple concept, nothing else. And by using and the best aim and gamma we have choosing by using the simple general trick, that is grid search or random search, then easily these functions are easily available on the sklearn library. Already also we have used this thing on previous lectures. Already we have used this thing. So this is the simple thing, and that to build a gradient boosted and to model, to build a gradient boosted, these two parameters we have to mind how much value we have to choose to build a right model.